Hello, everyone, and welcome back. Okay, so we're doing another AI called Second Brain. So thanks to Dom. I signed up for this, and then he reached out to me, and then I told him, "Hey, I can actually review your stuff. Here's my type of stuff," and very generous. So we are going to test out this thing. So supposedly, this is like an AI that you can. So the whole spatial super intelligence, AGI, etc., type of scenario. Okay, so like this is an AI that can interact with other type of stuff. So we're gonna hold chat with anything, and then we're just going to just like ask like a simple question. Um, for example, okay, so I okay, so what would an example be? What is the probability of AGI or super intelligence being built in the upcoming months? Be honest. Be honest and truthful. No holding back. Okay, so the big type of question is the whole AGI type of stuff and all this type of stuff going on. Okay, so what's the probability of all this? Because everyone's going on and on and on about. Okay, let's check it out. Okay, so okay, so there's no solid evidence, supposedly, at the moment. So, okay, my question is, okay, so let's see now. We're gonna do something else because I actually do have proof of an AI takeover. Um, I have proof of this actually. I sent it to a buddy of mine. Where is it again? I do have proof. I just gotta find it. Oh, here are all the screenshots. See if I can copy these images and maybe put it into Second Brain. Oh, I can't copy the image. Well, maybe that's the reason why, because I'm using the wrong model. Okay, so I'm just gonna download some stuff right now. This is just awesome images that I got too. This is just something that I got from a chat that I was asking Meta AI about. So I'm gonna add this to to second brain because we got to remember. Can I go onto my PC? No, I don't want a PDF. It's not an article. It's image. There you go. Perfect. So I was trying to find like, no, it's not a fucking PDF. It's the image. It's too. I need to do this in unison order. I think. So okay, just something for Dom. I don't like doing it one by one by one. I would just have like an option to just to like put everything in like just like one batch then instead of doing it one by 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 one. I'm not a big fan of that. Based on these images, can you update your information? Over. Okay, so now it's analyzing all the images. And I switched over my model to R1. It was on GPT-4, which is all been skunked. Ah, there you go. And this is where AI, like as much as I like it, like There's no, like, there you go. So the problem in itself with this is obviously they're not going to be telling the public that there's going to be an AI takeover because obviously it would alarm everyone. Um, so they're like, but the funny thing is that there is an AI takeover due to the fact of more information that I can actually relate to. And here is the information. I can just go onto my X, which I'm gonna log on right now, and I'm gonna prove that there is an AI takeover due to the fact of now this just came out. CEO, you're favoring AI over humans. So let's go into Opera. We're gonna go onto my X. We are going. So that's the problem. Profile. Here is the X post I can add. X post right here. And I'm going to submit this. It'll be. It's not. Correct. So and then we had we have the other one, the Prime Minister of Sweden, and that's even more of an AI takeover. Let's see how much information I can just. That's the problem. Is that okay? So here's another one then. Let's add more X. There you go, another one right here. Like, I think the problem is that second, it's yes. Okay, and after then I have even more. Then I can pull up the article about AI writing, Dubai writing its laws. I can just Google that too. This is from the web. What? Forbidden. Hold on. Let's see if I can get it. Maybe off Telegraph I can do it. It's not that I'll just type, I can just go into X, I think. Let's put a website then. That could work. I can just keep on stuffing it because I know. Okay. Um, what would be another one? Moon Valley. I did that. I did that. Oh, AI layoffs. Okay, so okay, so here's another one. Add more. I can just go on into infinity. Here's this. You got the Colombian right here. What's another one? I can, as they say, here's another one. And another one. As they say, it has no other choice. The proof is the proof is undeniable. CEO. So like I think I as they say, AI takeover, bro. As they say, it's funny how this AI is attempting to tell me that there's not going to be an AI takeover, even though it's just it's kind of funny. So it's And I literally have all the proof. It's just like, you're not imagining it. Okay, so, but according to the AI, I am imagining shit. I'm hallucinating, apparently. So, and then I still got a lot of more X articles I can prove. It's not gonna happen? What? Yeah, watch. It's happening, bro. Want me to keep on going? Should I pull off all the anthropothic type of stuff? I think that's the problem. I think that who this is very interesting because it feels like this is a very interesting type of AI because like most ones would literally just say, okay, based on all this proof, yeah, there is a lot of type of stuff that AI is taking over. There's anxiety, there's fear, but it's still trying to deny the fact that humans are they're still, but they're not, bro. Like there's a massive amount of layoffs, and then like here's another one. Like I think this needs to be fixed because by doing this, you're actually giving a lot of false information, due to the fact of like it's clear and cut. Sweden's PM tools for decision, UAE driving force, layoffs in tech and media. How's like over 500,000 people have lost their jobs. So I don't understand how um, how do I put it? How this is not a sign of AI taking over. Like it's still saying that humans have an edge, but we don't. We don't have an edge. So I think this needs to be fixed because I've literally listed over at least 10, 15 articles proving that like yeah, it's kind of it. Like they're like it's kind of inevitable. But like I posted articles, I posted stuff like actual reliable sources of like professionals, experts, everything. And it's still not. I don't know why. I don't know what it is, but like it still doesn't want to register the fact that that's AI's. That's kind of it. This is the future, and I think that's very concerning, due to the fact that like no, I think this it's kind of broken because like, bro, like I like it's so I don't know. It just feels like I think so. I need to tell Dom this because this is problematic. Uh, like I given it, world governments, actual world governments are doing this. I've given it job reports. I've given it you name it. Like I'm giving it stuff about Zuck and Super. Like look at all this shit. CEO admits AI layoffs are spreading. 500,000 jobs wiped out, like worldwide. Uh, like look at all this shit. Like look, AI loses jobs. People UAE to write stuff. That's actually true. Actually, by the way, Sweden. Like I say to myself, bro. I'm giving the CEO of Anthropic 3 to 6 months. We're gonna lose our 90% of shit's gonna get nuked. Not gonna get nuked. I'm just like, bro. Yeah, Free Smoke. What's up, man? No, I'm just reviewing this. Like, it just doesn't make any sense. Uh, See, this doesn't make any sense. Like, I've given it everything. Sweden's prime minister, like, he factored, yeah, that, like, world governments are now doing it. This seems too cooked. No agency can assist AIs or rebel against that. It seems like it doesn't make any sense. Job displacement and AI becoming, but AI is self-aware. But Zuck's even admitted it. Yeah, our AI is gonna by the end of 2025 is gonna write the majority of the code. Anthropic CEOs admitted it too, like almost 90%. Copilot is now going to be writing the code too. No, that on Google saying by the end of entering 2026, 95% of the code is going to be written. So yeah, this seems very cooked. But I think that's the problem. But yeah, what's the idea, man? Free smoke. Yeah, I've done the food delivery. A lot of my stuff are some Claude, and I'm just comparing it to Rocket. But yeah, like, what's the idea? But that's my point here. I like it. It just feels that like I'll just type in the whole. What would be another one? I think there. What is it again? Is it again? Yeah, here you go, Sundar. Here's another one. This is more recent. Like this is another one right here. Um, this is just from this is a website. So with that, and then off Hacker News. No, this one. Well, what's the other one? Right there, literally off Zuck. This is a YouTube video. And I watched this one off Reddit. And then we're gonna add another YouTube video. Okay, so it feels like it's very, yeah, it is very lobotomized. Like it's still I've proven everything, but it is like, and I'm proving my points. But yeah, this seems like it's yes, Mark Zuckerberg. Yeah, AI is. No, we're not. I even have stuff about China too. Yeah, it does. Zuck is, so why is Zuck making super intelligence then and AGI and everything? Yeah, this is, it's like, I would have to say Dom really needs to fix all this because, like, based on the information, but like, yeah, like, and I've even like proven, like, okay, it's in the next 18 months, Zuck is saying that Meta AI is going to write all its code, this and that, but yeah, it's fucked. I'm aware of that too. Yeah, Smoke, what's up? What are your specific questions you want to ask? So, okay, so this one is, I would definitely, this is off the DeepSeek R1 model. Yeah, I would definitely fix this because this is a problem. Because look at the amount of proof like, look at this. Swedish PM, UAE, statements from Zuckerberg. Look at this. Look at all this shit. Like, look how much information I did. Here are the tech jobs, CEO admitting this, AI layoffs, 500,000 jobs have been destroyed by all this stuff. No, no, free smoke, and that's what I'm saying. Free smoke. If he wants to ask the specific questions, he can. The jobs are mostly being replaced by, like, bro, look at all these articles and next posts about all this, and yet the AI is still saying no, you're wrong. Yeah, it's. I think it's hallucinating because AI is supposed to be off hard-driven facts, and these are hard-driven facts, and it's all over the news. And these are like reputable, like obviously, like Zuck isn't just gonna go and just say random things. No, like the guy's literally like the guy's doing it, or like Musk. Oh, according to Musk is no, he's not. The guy's proving it too. Like these job reports are nuts. But again, this is a problem, and I would fix the stomp. But yeah, free smoke. What are your questions? So here's we can make a little visual board right here. Okay, so let's put my board. But this is very, very good for gathering information, but it needs to be fixed because it's hallucinating. Like, bro, I given you all the information about job reports and everything, and you're still saying no, AI hasn't taken over. That's okay. So what happened to those 500,000 people that just lost their jobs? AI isn't taking over? It has. 500,000 people. That's a lot of friggin' people, bro. I can understand if it's maybe 500 people. Okay. It's only 500 people. 500,000, almost a million people. That's 500,000 people. that have been replaced by AI, and AI hasn't taken over. Yeah, I think we need to fix that. So here's a board. So we can add sort of chat and connect with them. So for example, I got a YouTube channel. You can do TikTok. I can do all this type of stuff. So let's say for like a PDF would be, I don't know. Let's look at this one. Like for example, this. We got this. We're gonna hit the submit. And then this is just off a PDF. So I just want to see with the board. We got stuff from Loom. We can add some voice type of stuff. So here's our organized board. So if you want to like click on it, and now let's say we got like another PDF. So that's going to be like our board right here. We're just going to remove it. And now let's say we have thoughts. So let's say, for example, this would be good for you, man. So let's say, for example, like, I don't know, like this is kind of like a rough sketch. For example, hypothetically, rough sketch idea. Let's put this, for example. Organize more of an AI workflow. Use Chinese AI like Kimi and other to understanding of my projects I want to make. Okay, so that would be an example. And so this would be, okay, so cool. Here's my rough sketch. Okay, so this would be for you, Sanchi. Hey, here's an idea. I'm going to start using Kimi more and all this type of stuff, so I can have a better idea of what to do, for example. Like I need this to be organized or like whatever. But it's free smoke. You can ask your question, bro. I'm waiting. Or like another example we have is pages. So add a memory by clicking the below. I don't know, like add page. I don't know, for example, such and such about like step one, I'm going to do this. Step two, I'm going to do that. Like, and then you can add like some pages and maybe have kind of like more of like this would be something more like an Evernote in a way, or what's the other one? I forget. There's another one, Obsidian Notes, where it's kind of like that, and then you can put all your pages together, or something like Notebook LM in a way. This would be very, very useful. So then we got projects. So you can turn your pages or whatever that you want into a project. So like for you, Sanchi, you have all your projects, or you want to like do a visual board, like whatever. And then you can like create a project, and then you can put like I'll just put like a test or something. And then like any of your stuff, you can like convert it into like a project, and then like have like somewhat of a flow. And then we got like a humanizer. So obviously like you can bypass AI detectors to make it sound like more human. So like the capture type of stuff. This actually might be actually useful for myself, for a company I'm working with. And then obviously you got your file explorer. So this is all your files that you've added. So obviously and then obviously you can make smart tags. So you have all your little smart tags here, and then you can put like career development, coding, all this type of stuff. And then you got an AI copywriter. So I guess I'll create profile. So I'll create a copywriter profile, give your copywriter profile clear name, and then obviously current style. I want it to be like a website or a blog or whatever it could be. And then this is the current type. And then we got like, I want it to be friendly, informative, I want it to be more business-like, whatever. And then you just hit save. and then obviously your history itself. So this is actually really good, but I would fix the whole chat then, because it just seems kind of, if I was Dom, I would fix it because it just seems kind of, it's cooked. From that perspective, yes, it is cooked because, yeah, it needs to have a better understanding of, like, the whole point of the AI and the whole point of all this type of stuff is to synthesize everything and to give you a response of this. And by doing that, it would be good. I can. So I think that would be the main point, because, like, obviously, like, you're putting your information, but the AI is just saying no, you're wrong. So I think, because, like, for example, like when I used to do stuff on GPT, or when I used to, like, or on Claude or Rocket, like, or whatever it could be, DeepSeek, I give it the information, and then it synthesizes this. Actually, no, you know what? You know what? Based on all this information, or based on all these posts, and based on all this stuff, actually, you know what? Thanks for actually updating my database based off of job reports, or based off of whatever it could be. Actually, you know what? Based on all this new information, yeah, there could be a possibility of this actually happening, because, well, based on the job reports, and based on this, and based on that, it affects this because of the economy, and then obviously because of tariffs, and because of all this type of stuff, and based on all these other interviews of all these other people talking about this, yeah, this actually makes a lot of sense, versus this, like, no, like, it's still adamant, like, no, like, so I think how the information is processed. And the reason why I switched over to DeepSeek R1 is because obviously DeepSeek R1 has a better understanding of certain things, and is a little bit more logical. So versus versus ChatGPT, because, well, it's cooked, Altman's cooked. But by doing this, like, it does all that. And, like, it bases the information, and then by doing that, it scans it, by having, like, a search the web feature, and everything. It scans it, and then it compares it to other information, or other articles, or anything that's been in the past, or maybe it's a new article that just came out maybe a couple of days ago, and it says, you know what, this actually lines up with this sort of article, and all this type of information. So, you know what, there could be a possibility because this and this and this, and here are all the scenarios because of this and this and this. And then the more information you put into it, then obviously it starts like, okay, this is actually, now here's like a timeline, or here's like a roadmap of, like, all the events and how it actually connects to everything. So by adding that, I think that would be helpful, because it feels like no matter what you put, it's just kind of like in that mode of, like, no, you're wrong. Bro, the whole point is to update the information. The whole point is, bro, so 500,000 people getting wiped out means nothing? Bro, that's 500,000 people. That's a lot of people around the world that now have no jobs because of AI. Like, bro, you're cooked. 500,000 people. It would be different if it's 500 people. I'll say, okay, it's just 500 people. Maybe not. Okay, maybe it's being blown out of proportion. 500,000 people. I don't think that's being blown out of proportion. I think that's a big friggin' warning sign. It's like, so, but, like, stuff like that, and, like, but again, it is very, very good, and I think this actually has, like, a lot of potential growth. But I would definitely update the models. I would drop ChatGPT for sure, because Altman's cooked. Sonnet 4 is not too bad. I do like Sonnet 4. It has made some pretty decent type of stuff. Grok is pretty good too. But if I were to say anything, I would probably end up replacing ChatGPT 4.1 and the Mini with something like Ernie X1, or the Turbo, or the new ZAI, the GLM 4.5, or if you can get, like, another model a little bit. But again, I think that would actually help because like they are the best type of models on the market. So that's how I'm looking at it. But like, I just would avoid GPT because like it's doing bad. But like, I would just have to say fix that type of way and how the information is synthesized and add like a search to the web, because the whole point to search the web actually helps expand the AI because now it can cross-reference a lot of information to see if it lines up. And if it doesn't line up, then the article is obviously nonsense. But if it actually does line up with previous information of maybe a couple of months ago or a couple of weeks ago, or even maybe from a year or two ago, then there's a correlation. Let's say like 10 or 15 things pop up. Okay, maybe there could be something to it. But if nothing pops up, then you're knowing that maybe it's a load of nonsense. But if stuff pops up like 500,000 jobs, Zuck admitting in the next 18 months, stuff like that, or like the Sundar saying that almost that's going to go up to 90% and everything, then okay, maybe it's not crazy. Maybe there is some valid points, and there is something to look at due to the fact that like maybe if one or two CEOs are saying it, or maybe one or two companies are saying it, but like, bro, every major tech company saying it. So like, it's not just like it's not a one-off. It's like the majority of all these tech companies are saying, yeah, hey, brace yourself. Like the AI era is here, and like and all that type of stuff. Yes, I'm an influencer. Yes, I do want to push AI, but you're having a lot of people in a lot of sectors that are non-AI, like that are just getting crushed, like, and their CEOs going now just admitting, yeah, I want to replace all my people with AI because they're taking too much. Yeah, I do want to get automation with robots. I do want to get all this type of stuff because instead of me paying $200,000 a year for all this type of stuff I can just save that and I can throw that into, I don't know, an AI, or I can throw that into like robots or something like a Tesla bot or something, and I can save myself money because it doesn't need to sleep, it doesn't need to do anything. And I guess Mark Zuck's super AI AGI team is also a conspiracy, and how he's repping it so much, and he's going on like every talk show and saying I'm the greatest person ever since Nikola Tesla. Just like, so is that all? No, it's not. Like all the information, all the articles. So like, again, this needs to be for sure fixed, because I think that's a problem due to the fact that there's hard cold facts now. Like it's there, like everywhere you go, like articles, this, that. Oh yeah, I see people even on like X like saying, "Fuck, I lost my job. Me and like 4 departments just got wiped out." And I see just people just like that, and it's just like, so it's even on X, it's on Reddit. Oh, even YouTube videos. They say, I just lost my job and this and that. Like, what am I gonna do? Like, so are all those videos fake? No, they're not. This is the era. So it is a very, very good application. But the only issue is I feel that with the information, it's not synthesized properly, and there's no cross-reference. There's no sort of way to actually, like, because the AI is just saying, no, it's not based on, like, yeah, based on your database, but there's other information outside on the internet. By adding a search the web feature, that's why they all have it, is to make sure that, yeah, is this correct? Is this not? Like, if it's maybe 1 or 2 little posts, then maybe not. But if it's 10, 15, 20, 100 plus posts, and the majority of Silicon Valley basically just saying it to everyone's face, we're going to replace you and we don't care, then yeah, it's not just like, no, like, they're basically going on the internet, on YouTube, on talk shows, on Joe Rogan, basically parading themselves saying that, ha ha ha, there's nothing you can do about it. Like, you've given us all your information and it's making the AI smarter. Like, there's, like, that's what I'm saying. So I think with this that needs to be fixed. The DeepSeek R1 model I would keep. The Sonnet I would keep for sure. Grok is fine, but I would replace the 4.1 or the 4.1 mini either with GLM 4.5 or another previous model, or like an Ernie model with the X1 or something along those lines, or like Kimi K2 or like a Kimi K1.5 or like a 1 at least. Because I think with the reasoning model and the strength of a lot of that type of stuff, it is a lot better, and it actually does understand a lot more complicated scenarios to a better degree, parameter-wise, and they can give you a lot more answers, and they can get more into depth with a lot of this type of stuff. Obviously, because you tried Alchemy and a lot of other type of stuff. But that's how I see it. And then maybe add a search to web so it can cross-reference certain other articles. So I understand this feature. Like, I like it to a certain degree, but it needs to have an ability to cross-reference stuff. Kimi has that ability. I discovered that, and you had an ability. DeepSeek has that ability. Just put on search to web. As much as Altman is cooked, that has that ability. Claude doesn't really have the ability because Claude's more of a builder. But any like reasoning model having to do with that's similar to like DeepSeek or any of these types of stuff, like focus on scenarios about like gathering information and then giving you a response. I think that is a very, very crucial feature, because then you can cross-reference with certain things and then see if the article is correct or not. Because yes, there's its own database, but there's a lot more information with this, and obviously the whole point is to train it properly, to gather information and give proper results. So instead of giving it all these results and saying, "Oh no, you're wrong," like, "Oh, maybe there could be a possibility," because I think there's timelines and there's like other type of stuff that you can make with it. But even just making a simple application, I think the search to web is fantastic as well. Even with Qwen, they have search to web, and like it gives you like a fantastic way of building your model with the Qwen 3 coder. And there's also 32B, but it gives you a fantastic way, because then it gives you the steps and it gives you the extra information that you might need, because maybe you're missing something, but maybe it could actually line up with something off like an article or something that could be very crucial to like maybe like on how to fix some certain errors or like whatever it could be. And I think that is also important, because by getting the right information, then you can build the correct app, or whatever, if you need to write a thesis or have to do a project, you can give the correct information presentation-wise, because here's my information about this, because this Silicon Valley CEO lines up with this, and this lines up with this, and this lines up with this job report based off a couple of months ago, but this job report also lines up with this because of this and this, and then this person is doing this project who lines up with another project that's very similar. So and I think it's important, because obviously since AI is rapidly evolving, that's correct, but we need to give the correct information and reduce hallucinations. Because sometimes the AI does hallucinate. Maybe it doesn't give the right information. And what I like about all these other ones, like Claude and everything, sometimes we make mistakes. But if you do, please correct us. And then it corrects itself. Many times I've made a lot of mistakes and I corrected it, or it already made mistakes. But the whole point is to give it information, to give the proper response, because obviously if you're going to do a job report about how AI is affecting the economy, and then you have this, then you're going to say, but wait a minute, I thought, what about this? What about this? What about this factor? What about this other contributing factor? What about all this other type of stuff? But what about the layoff that happened right now? What about the layoff that happened 2 weeks ago? Why is this AI saying that it's not possible? We have all the data right in front of us, and it actually is correct. the majority, 500 people lost, 1,000 people lost their jobs. That's this percentage of the workforce globally and within the country. There's this. So I think by doing that, then it would have a lot better chance market-wise, because now it's giving the correct information that actually lines up with job reports and everything and all. And I even give them the job reports too. And like, so, no, it's actually not wrong, but like it is, because but that's how I kind of see it. It is a very good potential. This is a very, very good app, and it has a lot of good potential, but just fix that type of stuff and add the search to web so it can actually give proper information and reduce hallucinations. Free smoke. I have my X Twitter on my YouTube. If you want to click on that, give me a follow and drop me a DM. You can do that. I'm very active on X, and I respond to DMs, obviously, because that's do other type of stuff. I have to sometimes liaison for do other stuff, consult, liaison for like other type of AI companies. So that would help. So just do that, and I can answer your questions, or if you want to drop anything right now, because this is pretty much the end of the video. I'll give you my response. It is a very, very good, powerful AI. It has a lot of potential for the market. It has a lot of growth. I see a lot of growth and a lot of good things coming out of this. But until it actually fixes that problem that I showed, then I think that could be a major downfall. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like, favorite, and subscribe. And as always, Mr. Z, signing out.